Hi, Marek. As you are an investor, I'd like to clarify a few points in regards to the opportunities within the Abu Dhabi. So we talked about the Shoba Abu Dhabi city, we talked about the Fahid Island, and you mentioned the Burtville, Bab Al Qasr Sea View 51. So let's start with, I'd like to break it down into the four key factors. One, scale. Second is the location. Third, credibility of developer. And the fourth is the entry price points. So let's start with the scale. Shoba Abu Dhabi located right on this land, which is 38 million square foot, which is five times of downtown Dubai and larger than the even country of Monaco. And you're compared it to Burtville, which is the compound of the three buildings here, and it's fully standalone buildings, essentially. So we can compare it to Ohana Development, which is the Manchester City project at the moment, but it's almost fully sold out. Also mixed-use community, residential buildings, townhouses, and villas similar scale. We can compare it to Hudayriyat Island, Nawai Villas, Bashaya Residences, also launched and fully sold out. We are expecting a new launch on this tip of villas and townhouses. But in terms of the size and the price, it cannot be compared. I'll come to it in a while. And Fahid Island, we saw the three phases launched on this site, residential buildings, expecting on this site townhouses and villas. We don't know when. So in terms of the scale, we are in the upper hand at the moment as a shopper. Again, I'm in neutral position because I'm a real estate broker. So I do work with every single developer in the market. So I do not have any privilege from a particular developer or development. So moving forward, we talked about the scale now in terms of the location. Location wise, it's similar located. So we can see the Shoba is located right in the entrance of Yas Island, which is the entertainment hub of UAE and specifically Abu Dhabi. We have a Ferrari World, we have a Sea World Abu Dhabi, we have a Yas Marina, F1 circuit, and the most important point here, what is announced in 2025 is a Disneyland is coming up by 2032, 7 billion AED upcoming project. So this is very important. These are going to be your future buyers and future investors. So saying that what we're located in a similar location, you can say that, but it is again, it is not comparable in terms of the scale, even there in terms of the location wise. Why? Because a lot of people right now, I'm based in Dubai, and a lot of people inquiring like, I want to rent it out. I can show you even my inquiry. I want to rent it out, a villa with the pool. I have a family, two kids, and wife. My wife works in Dubai, so some of them, not actually most of them, want to be close to Dubai, to hot city. So Dubai is closer towards the Shoba, and if and what will close to mainland of Abu Dhabi, which is right here. So to mention that, it is important to know that it's similar location, similar proximity, and commute. And however, the Yas, Fahid, and Sajiat Island, which is the most premium area of Abu Dhabi, it's much convenient through Shoba. So mention that second location, we covered the location. Third, a credibility of developer. Shoba, it's internationally recognized brand. So because it builds in Italy, Australia, UK, and India. But Bartwell, it's a new established developer since 2022, if I'm not wrong. So mentioning that Shoba has its 12 project within the Dubai itself, the villa communities, residential communities, and Shoba knows how to build the communities, fully master plan communities. And if you've been in Dubai, most probably you heard the areas like Shoba Heartland 2. What they are building, it's something really incredible. Mentioning that Shoba has two projects, master projects in Al Quwain, Senior Island and Al Quwain downtown on this tip of this island. which is close to, by the way, Ras Al Khaimah and Wynn Casino. With the boat, because we're gonna have the yacht, it's 10 to 15 minutes to Marjan Island. Okay, let's get back to Abu Dhabi. It's in terms of the developer credibility, and when you can see to the statistics, number one buyers within the UAE, it's Indians. We have UKs, we have Chinese, we have Europeans a lot, and a lot of clients coming from US right now. Mentioning that the credibility of developer, it's clear. Sobha is very well known in terms of the even the quality, even the brand recognition. Now let's jump into the price points. When you look at the Burtville Bab Al Qasr CVO 51, you don't see one beds at the moment. Yes, they started in a similar price range, but right now you don't see it. Planning to go tomorrow or after tomorrow, visit them and see what is the inventory look like and what kind of upper hand benefits we're getting in this current situation. So saying that Shoba is launching phase by phase, and if even when you see and when you look at the developer project renders, you will understand what is the scale of the project. Okay, they're gonna launch this 38 million square foot land parcel dedicated towards townhouses, villas, mansions, right on this corner, and residential buildings. As I said, we have a marina promenade, we have an artificial beach right here, as you can see. It's gonna be next level. We have a mall, we have a schools, we have a hospitals, we have a golf courses, professional golf courses right here. And when you see it towards the Bab Al Qasr, you see only residential buildings, right? Because they are building in Mazar City, Raha, and Reem. However, when you see in this community, you'll understand what kind of value you are getting and what kind of value your future consumers, customers will get. Because again, as you are an investor, so you want to flip it or you want to get tenant and get the cash flow, right? So saying that who are the premium buyers, let's say, and they want some kind of privileges, right? They want a mall, they want a wellness center, they want a restaurant, they want a clinic, they want a within the community itself, schools, international schools, golf courses. When you are getting this much amenities within your community, of course, your value proposition rises. So you can leverage that when you're asking for premium. However, when you are taking it from Bab Al Qasr, there's some points like it's seafront, canal front development. However, it cannot be compared to this one. I just wanted to clarify a few points for you. And that's all. And again, every single phase by phase, developer itself controls the prices, like in Senior Island will happen. They started at 1 million and the price at the last launch has risen at 1.45 million. So you are gaining capital gain during the construction if you are early entry customer. And you are getting the, of course, then you want to flip, you want to rent it out, get the cash flow. These are the points to clarify if you are want to discover more opportunities within Abu Dhabi, but this is the most compelling option at the moment. We can explore, as you mentioned, Ras Al Khaimah itself, where is the Wynn Casino going to operate in 2027. So that's all about it, Marek. I'll wait for your feedback.